I invite everyone to please stay standing or please stand for the playing of our national anthem. Bellingham Public Schools acknowledge we are residing on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory of the Coast Salish peoples, including the Lummi Nation and Nooksack tribe. Lummi and Nooksack are the original inhabitants of Washington's northernmost coastal region. Since time immemorial, Coast Salish people celebrated life on this land, the waterways, and on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded lands of their people to perpetuate their way of life. We honor their ancestors and acknowledge the past, present, and future of the Coast Salish people. Esteemed guests, staff, families, and of course, the magnificent Options graduating class of 2024. My name is Katie Jones, and I'm the principal of Options High School. It is my distinct honor and privilege to stand before you today as we celebrate the remarkable achievements of this extraordinary group of students. Today marks the culmination of years of hard work, perseverance, and growth. Each of you has walked a unique path to arrive at this moment, and it is a moment truly worth celebrating. I'm not going to bring it up, except to say I want to recognize that many of you started your high school experience in your bedrooms on your laptops. And now look at you. On this beautiful and sunny, thank you, evening. That was crazy. I am glad it's sunny. As I look out at all of you, I'm reminded of a powerful quote by scientist Margaret Mead. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. You are a small graduating class that can fit into one row of chairs. But as a force, you have been so influential. At Options High School, we have always believed in the power of individualism as we support all the unique characteristics our students bring. But more importantly, we believe in the strength that comes when these unique individuals come together as one like you have today. Throughout history, there are countless examples of small but powerful forces who have made an indelible mark on the world. Think of Malala, who with her unwavering courage brought global attention to the fight for girls' education. Or Mahatma Gandhi, whose principles of nonviolent resistance led to the liberation of an entire nation. Or more local, think about here at Options. Think of someone like Ann Covington, who as tiny as she is, has made a huge difference in your lives every day, cheering you on towards graduation. Or think even smaller. Think of a bumblebee, a creature so small in size yet mighty in its role as a pollinator is crucial to our ecosystem. Little things can change the world. Each of these examples teaches us that size does not determine strength. Rather, it is the passion, determination, and unity of purpose that creates true power. As you stand on the brink of your next chapter, remember that you too have this potential within you. Here at Options, you've learned to embrace your individuality, your unique talents, and your perspectives. But you've also learned something equally important, which is the power of community. You have worked together on community projects outside the walls of Options. You have volunteered. Oh, this is so powerful. I'm so touched by you all. You have volunteered hundreds of hours, hundreds just amongst yourselves, at the food bank, at the senior center, in our city parks, in our elementary schools, just to name a few of the many things. You've seen firsthand how a small group of unique students can become a powerful unit in a community. Even for this alone, I am so proud to be your principal. And I am not going to apologize for these tears, because they are so deserved. Community service is not about volunteering your time, it's about building connections, fostering empathy, and understanding the diverse tapestry of the human experience. It's about recognizing that every act of kindness, no matter how small, contributes to the greater good. It's about the understanding that we are a part of something bigger than ourselves and bigger than Options High School. These experiences have not benefited those who you have served, but have also enriched your lives, teaching you the value of compassion and leadership and teamwork. Consider the words of Mahatma Gandhi: the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. As you embark on your next journey, whether it be further your education, entering the workforce, or exploring new opportunities, remember the lessons you have learned through your service. Remember that true fulfillment comes not from what we gain, but from what we give. Consider those little bees once more. Individually, a bee can accomplish little, but together they create something as magnificent and essential as a hive. Your class is much like a hive. Each one of you brings something special, something necessary, and together you have built a community that is vibrant, beautiful, resilient, and strong. As you move forward into this world, I urge you to carry this lesson with you. Embrace your individuality, but never underestimate the power of unity. Seek out those who challenge you, who inspire you, who support you, and together you can achieve incredible things. You're stepping into a world that needs your passion, your innovation, and your collective strength. You are the thoughtful, committed citizens that Margaret Mead spoke of. You have the power to change the world in big ways and in small ways. Remember, it's not often the small but mighty forces that create the most profound change. The whisper of an idea can become a movement. A single act of kindness can spark a wave of compassion. And as a united group of individuals like the Options class of 2024, you can make a lasting impact on the world. As you leave the halls of Options, I encourage you to continue seeking opportunities to serve. Engage with your community. Listen to the stories of those around you. Use your talents and your passions to make a positive impact. Remember that every action, no matter how small, contributes to the greater good. To the class of 2024, you are the testament to the power of community. You have shown that through your dedication, empathy, and collaboration, we can build a better world. Carry that spirit with you and let it guide you in all your endeavors. Congratulations, graduates. The world's waiting for you. Thank you, and it's my pleasure to now introduce our first student speaker, chosen by the Options class of 2024, Justin Reed.
We made it. 12 whole years of learning and growing are finally behind us, and looking back, it all went by pretty fast. I'd like to take this time to compliment all of our resilience. It's one of the main qualities we've all had. We had one of the hardest high school experiences. There was a global event that we're all too familiar with, and when COVID hit us, it hit us at two very crucial moments of our learning. Our 8th grade year was cut short, and our 9th grade year was full of confusion and inconsistencies. And when we got back to in-person, nothing was really normal. From wearing face masks long enough to give us tan lines, to wiping down the desks before and after every class, all of our actions were just reminding us of the global predicament that we were in. Regardless of it all, we made it through to the light at the end of the tunnel. And we all had our own reasons to come to Options, but they met us where we were at and helped us get to where we all wanted to be. Each of us has grown so much, even just in this year. We've all been figuring out what does and doesn't work for us, all finding our own definition of who we really are. I recently found out that Options has never done a reunion, and I'd like to take the initiative to change that. 10, 20, and 30 years from now, I would like to see all of you again, and we will meet at Options at noon and find a place where we can reconnect and have some adult beverages. I can't wait to see how all of you continue to grow and change over the decades. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you all so much. It's a pleasure to introduce you to our second student speaker, also chosen by the OHS class of 2024, Ethan Bradford.
Hey guys. We made it. 12 whole years of learning and growing. Oh, this is your speech. Whoops. Let me take a second to congratulate all the other 18 graduates. Well, 19 including me. But before my peers and I fully graduate, I want to leave everyone with some words of advice. It's been a long time, 12 years. 13 including kindergarten, plus the kids who did preschool. Shout out to all the preschooler graduates. Anyway, everyone here has pretty much gone to school all their lives, and in that time, there's a good chance that you've made a mistake or two. I know I have. Mistakes are something that you grow from, and it's a part of being human. But it's not our mistakes that define us, but our choices and actions that we make now to grow and be better people. When we're off on our own, which is very soon, it's important to remember to go at your own pace. It's okay to take a gap year, maybe 2 or even 3, because it's difficult to be an adult, and sometimes it takes a while to figure it out. Take time to figure out your path and be sure to try things you never have before, because this is a time in your life to do it. Even if you're in college, you should keep this in mind. A very wise person in my life told me that if I ever go to college, I should experiment and take classes that I know nothing about, because you never know if you're going to find something you love. Thanks, Mom. One of the most beautiful things about life is that you never know what you're going to get. For example, if you know me, you know that I'm a big shop guy. I love working with my hands and creating things from just a pile of materials. If you saw me in the shop, you'd see me cool as a cucumber, and that I'm completely comfortable with almost any tool in there. However, things didn't start out that way. I first started taking STEM classes in middle school. I thought it was pretty interesting. That intrigue led me to bigger projects, and I eventually started working with big power tools and super dangerous saws, and I was terrified. Even just using a miter saw made me sweat bullets. But I pushed through my fears, and I found my love for making things. If I had let my fear guide me, I wouldn't have been able to find one of the things I love most. It's important that you find something that you love, because being stuck with something that you resent is not going to lead you to a happy life. Take these next few years to find something that you look forward to every day. Find something that pushes you to be better and makes you excited to be there. I'm sure some of you have an idea of what that might be, but if it's something you haven't figured out yet, that's okay, because you will eventually. Don't let anyone stop you from making your dreams come true. Congratulations to all my peers for persevering through all the difficult school years, all the painfully sleepy Mondays, and for not letting a world pandemic stop you from graduating. It's been tough, but it's all the more impressive that you are here today, ready to take on tomorrow. I wish you all good fortune, and I hope every one of you lead happy lives. Thank you. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our first staff speaker, Ms. Leslie Adamson.
I'll make sure I don't read your speech. I was asked to write a poem, which was really brave of you, Ms. Jones. So I have written a poem for the graduates. I hope you you enjoy. 'Twas the day of graduation, and all through the hall, not a senior was stirring. They were probably at the mall, shopping for new outfits to wear under their robes. By the way, teachers wear jammies or shorts, 'cause, well, who would know? The morning was bright with the day's dawning. The grads were still in bed, all a-yawning. I don't have to get out of this bed. I don't have to put a comb to my head. I could just lay here and not give a shred. I could just stay here and have nothing to dread. Why? There are no books, no laptops, no rules. There are no bells, no teachers, no fools. Wait. How did Dr. Seuss get in this poem? This is a spoof on The Night Before Christmas, you know. But I digress, which I often do. So let me get back to talking about you. Let's start with our James Kirby, who finished school early. Bet you missed us just a smidgen, especially horsing around with your bud, Kenyon. There's Jo, an old soul with a thirst for anything new. There are many exciting things she would like to do. She has enthusiasm that should never be quelled, as in her heart many dreams there do dwell. And Aurora, whose creative writing is so supersized. Please remember your English teacher when you're claiming your Pulitzer Prize. There's Zach, whose quick wit can never be matched, who loves a good verbal sparring, an itch that cannot be scratched. Who knew that Cameron would late take to the stage and wield a Texan accent so strong and so clear, a budding actor he is, so it would appear. And Kenyon, our house musician, seen with his guitar always close by, just in case inspiration comes to take him by surprise. Next is our dear Rory, who works so diligently and so hard. She's off to Western, where she will go far. Let's not forget Clay, whose art takes away our breath, as does his clever asides. Yes, we hear them. So funny, and yet have so much depth. There is Olivia, our front desk extraordinaire. Who would have known she collects bones that are rare? Wyatt, now he has his career already started, and that's a very impressive thing to do. Couldn't pay me enough to use all those scary power tools. Our Hayden always had a basketball with him, wearing his rad kicks and off to the gym, hoping that someone special just might join in. Look, it's our Isabel, an athlete in her own right, playing varsity volleyball till late into the night. She works hard and cares about getting good grades, often munching a bag of chips to help her not fade. Kendra, the brave one, wants to put out some fires, to rescue critters from situations deemed dire. She's laser focused and will be ready for hire. There's Nora, who may seem quiet, but still waters run deep. She's a beautiful potter creating art that's unique. It's hard to imagine the halls without our host Landon in them. He's been hiding a big secret. He's a published poet, and he's a real gem. We have Zoe, who has been at college all year, but we remember her brilliant writing that's so funny, with a wit that could sear. Sophia Phillips is our fierce mama bear, always protective because she really cares. When she opens her Italian restaurant, we will all be there. And finally, there's Ethan and Justin, to name the last two, who just gave us fine speeches that were heart-filled and true. We weep when we think about how much we will miss these fine young men who are on the precipice of their next journey and the one after that, like you all are, as a matter of fact. So stand proud and know that you're ready. Keep your loved ones close as they will hold you steady. Believe that you have the strength to determine your path that sometimes may wind. Remember to be truthful and always be kind. In the end, all you really need to do is just be your most wonderful you. Congratulations. Thank you. And now it's my pleasure to introduce our next staff speaker, Mr. Jacob Reichenbach.
Good afternoon. Grads, I will get to acknowledging and praising you here in a moment. But I would like to welcome our guests, friends, families, teachers, administrators, and all others who are here to celebrate the graduation of our beloved students. These are often the unsung heroes who have stuck with you through thick and thin. Graduating students, let's give a round of applause for your teachers, friends, and family that are here to join you all. All right, grads, this one's for you. All right. Family, friends, educators all, please give these graduates a huge round of applause for the work that they have put in and the tremendous achievement that they have accomplished. You have all achieved something worth commemorating, and I am incredibly proud to be speaking to you today. That happened quick. Jeez, all right, we're going. You have completed your high school studies through some of the strangest times we have seen. Justin mentioned this earlier, and it could not be more true. The dark days of COVID and online school are thankfully behind you, right? Coming back into the world and learning together about how to be human again has been both challenging and exciting. Even in the short time that I have known you all, it has been wild for me personally to see the growth you have all shown. Through interactions in the classroom and just saying what's up in the hallway, it has been so fun to see you grow and become the young, capable adults I see before me. As you enter this next stage, there are a lot of unknowns before you. The world is continuously changing, and I encourage you to continue to grow and change with it. I implore you to continue to ask questions and to be curious, to go do something exciting and daring, and to continue to bring joy and support to those around you. And finally, I encourage you to be involved. Wherever you find yourself, find your people and be a part of the world. It is going to take all of you to carry the torch and light the way for future generations. I will leave you with a quote that was delivered to me upon my master's graduation and my journey into the world of teaching. Go into the world and do well, but more importantly, go into the world and do good, of which I do not doubt that you will do. While you may leave this place, you will remain armadillos for life. Congratulations again, and let's give it up one more time for our graduates.
Now I'd like to share a few quick words of gratitude today. Thank you to the staff of Options High School, the incredible teachers and custodians, office staff, kitchen staff, counselor, paraeducators. You have loved these graduates every day in the halls of Options High School, and for that we are very grateful. I know there's some former teachers in the audience here today too, so thank you for being a part of the journey. To the family and friends who cheer them on, not only today, but for their whole lives, thank you. Thank you to the school staff who came before Options, many of whom are here today celebrating with these fine young people. And lastly, to Dr. Baker and the Bellingham Public Schools staff who've worked tirelessly to serve the Options community on this beautiful Friday evening and every school day of the year. Thank you. There is so much gratitude here today. Today, it's my responsibility as principal of Options High School to certify to the Bellingham School Board and Superintendent Dr. Greg Baker that the students of the class of 2024 at Options High School have met, and in most cases, far exceeded all the graduation requirements set forth by the Washington State Law and Bellingham Public Schools. Dr. Baker, I'd like to present to you the Options class of 2024.
Thank you, Ms. Jones. Good evening, everyone. Graduates, as you've been hearing tonight, you have a lot of people here tonight, so proud of you. You represent so much of what's good, and we have so much hope for you and for our future. To our families and friends, welcome, thank you as well. And as Ms. Jones said, I want to thank not only our staff here and staff that are in the audience, but it's as was mentioned earlier, we have staff that have worked with these students for 13 plus years, and they are also very proud of you tonight. Speaking of 13 years or so kindergarten, This is a famous class, actually, the class of 2024. Internally in our district, this class has been known for a number of years, and we've been following them. It's the very first class and that received full-day kindergarten by the whole district and led the way across the state for full-day kindergarten across the state. And so we've, as a community, have been watching this class as they've grown up, and we've actually done some videos about them over the years. So it's a real honor to see all of them here. And speaking of kindergartners, those of you who have been to a graduation before know a tradition of the superintendent is to not so much share words of wisdom from me, but from some of our smartest kids in the district, who are our kindergartners. So we went out and talked to some kindergartners these last few weeks, and I'm going to share to you some of the advice from them. Is that all right? Justin, you good? Okay. So a couple questions. The first question we asked our kindergartners in our district right now, that are kindergartners, is what is graduation? Do you know what graduation means? Here's a couple of their answers. Yes, high school is when you go to a bigger and taller school, and then graduation is when you get to go to a little bit taller school. Next kindergartner said, no, I don't know what that means, but I like watching Ninja Turtles because they save people. Next kindergartner said, no, but did you know that I'm 5 and almost 5.5? And the last answer about whether they knew what graduation was is, yes, my brother graduated and he doesn't live with us anymore and I miss him. Second question that we asked our kindergartners was, what advice do you have for our graduates? I'm going to be here tonight with a bunch of graduates, and what advice do you have? And they said, here's a couple answers. First one was, get matching shoes. Second one, get some Barbies and play with them in all of your blankets. Third one, if things get hard, just go to sleep. And the last piece of advice from our kindergartners with this question was, don't be scared and ask for hugs if you need help. The last question that we asked our kindergartners for you tonight is, what do you look forward to? What do you look forward to after graduation? So these are 5-year-olds. What do you look forward to after graduation? I'm going to share 4 of the answers. First one, probably running off to the beach with my mom. Second one, I will definitely go to the beach and bring my toys and eat lots of jelly. I would have a picnic. I think I want to just go home. And the last thing that one of our current kindergartners is looking forward to when they're in your shoes, 13 years, 12 years, I don't know, but do we still get to go to PE and do gymnastics? So that's the advice from your fellow colleagues down in the kindergarten. And on behalf of all of our kindergartners, on behalf of all our staff, our school board, your family and friends, really the entire city of Bellingham, congratulations, seniors. We all wish you the very best. And now for the presentation of diplomas. Graduates, would you please rise? And reading the names tonight is Mr. Joe Wooding.
Joe Allworth. Kenyon Bentley.
So, for me, graduation is one of the things that always seems so ever-present and yet far away. And now that I'm here, it feels like it came so suddenly. Because when I first started high school, it was 4 years away, and then 3, and then 2. And even in the beginning of this year, I still felt like just this distant goal that I would never really reach. And now that I'm here, it feels kind of surreal and unbelievable, but I'm glad that I did it along with my 19 other peers, and it's a happy moment.
Zach Bonacorsi. Oh no, it's blank. Thanks. Oh, and hi, Jacob's mom. Rory Carlton. Hayden Kramer.
There's really only a couple words that's coming to my mind right now. I did write something, but really the only words I have to say is thank you.
Nora Felton.
I'd like to thank Mr. Sedum. He's not here right now, but he's an amazing teacher.
Isabel Figgis. Kendra Holcomb.
I just want to say thank you for everyone who has supported me throughout this very long journey, and thank you to all of the staff here who has been so amazing, and I will miss all of you guys so much.
Landon Jacobs.
I would just like to say thank you to everyone and have a good night.
Aurora Keller.
I want to thank the Options family, staff, family, and friends for supporting me through high school like a delicate flower you're waiting to see bloom. I know I'll miss the jokes and the people around Options, especially my girly, Wooding, along with my best friend and favorite teacher, Inwood. I'm excited and nervous to start my next chapter of life, and I'll make sure to visit and tell my tales. I'll miss you, Options.
James Kirby.
I had to take an extra year to finally graduate, and that's mainly my fault because I didn't participate or try until my extra year. But either way, I did get here because I finally started trying. The biggest barrier to success, at least to me, or anything I can think of, is actually putting in the effort to succeed. So as long as you can do that, you can succeed at mostly anything you put your mind to. You can't fly.
Sophia Phillips.
I would like to thank my family for having a lot of patience for me growing up all these years and supporting me through a lot of different things and a lot of different situations. I'm thankful for the numerous positive and negative experiences that have brought me here today, and I want to thank all of my friends and all of my family as well as Justin for standing by my side and believing in me. I want to thank Maizen for being the best to hang out with when I go to school early and always being a good little gossip friend. I want to thank Dale and Anne for the love and hugs that I get nearly every day. And I want to thank Options as a whole for taking me in and allowing to grow as I was there. Thank you.
Olivia Pierce.
Hello.
Wyatt Prince. Cameron Salisbury.
Thank you to everyone who helped me get this far, and big shout outs to our custodian Dale. She helped me get through my first year.
Clay Whitener.
Okay, I would like to thank all my friends and family for their support and showing up, even my friend who has to be here, Eddie Lulich. I would like to thank the Options High School teachers and staff for their help getting me through high school. You all mean the world to me, and I will never forget your kindness.
Ethaniel Zamira Bradford.
I'd like to thank all my teachers, especially Thrawn and Tetrick for dealing with all my BS. Also Haley and Wooding and all the other amazing staff, including Dale and Ann. They've really been the best. I'd also like to thank my friends and all of my family, especially my parents and my grandfather. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you.
Justin Reed.
Thank you. Okay, I would really like to thank Mr. Greenwood, my freshman shop teacher, for introducing me to my love of woodworking. If it weren't for him, I would have never found that. I'd love to thank Thrawn for arranging trade-relating field trips, Wooding for giving me so many opportunities to engage in the community and help me prepare for my life after high school. I'd like to thank Ms. Gunnels for always being willing to let me join for a workout. I'd like to thank Ms. Jones for putting me on the Superintendent Advisory Committee, Student Advisory Committee, and the ASB. My grandmas for supporting my business ventures, and my grandma Teresa for helping me get back some of my childhood. I'd like to thank my mom for putting me in Options and putting up with all of my shenanigans. And lastly, I'd like to thank my boxing coach for being the father figure I never had, teaching me discipline, respect, and showing me what kind of man I want to be. Thank you.
It's a long walk. All right. To lead you in the time-honored tradition of the turning of the tassel, I would like to invite up Senior Sophia Phillips.
honored to lead my fellow classmates in the tassel turn. The turn of the tassel is a symbol of our graduation from high school to another stage in our lives. Please stand. You may now turn your tassel.
Thank you, Sophia. Please all join me now in congratulating the class of 2024. Woo! Graduates, I invite you to please follow Ms. Cackley, and we invite families to meet students at Options High School to reunite with your graduates and take photos in front of our school. Thank you.